Head a little Valorant peek to try and get a little bit more info. And as they start scaling into the bomb side, the rotations should be coming in now, Josh.
A minute passed on the clock and no damage dealt yet, but Shine's going to change that. Jax with a nice refrag onto Sapek, puts it into a near even situation. Shine just clearing out all the corners, making sure there's no one lingering behind the boxes. Then he'll commit to the plant. A little bit messy from JW, but he does come out on top. And Cypher left all by himself. A 1v4.
This pistol run, I really don't like teams playing it super passively because it doesn't allow for that early information, which lets you call in rotations. So I think it's a bit of a drop ball from their end. And JW, he's crept all the way into CT. It's going to be very hard for the pistols to defend, but they're just waiting for JW to make contact now. He's called in the rotation, but they can't be too slow because they're coming in from the backlines as well. They've got to be oh so careful. Moto swinging out. That should be the first, and Heap is keeping things at bay. JW, though, in the meantime, having to chime in means that certainly this B side should be no issue for them to take care of. Balled it. Just a one.
Oh, it's huge.
Cypher. Lots of pressure on him. He's got his aim right, though, and he quickly puts both in the graveyard. Cypher coming in from behind. Forces Pepzor and company to start pushing into the A side as well, and for a second there I thought they were forced into a really awkward position, but they're still somehow thriving.
Yeah, how eyeballers have just been able to recover this with only pistols, the single rifle. But it didn't merit them the round win in the last. JW's kind of lost the battle of the Titans in many of these scenarios. Actually hits the leg there on Modo.
Without much of a contest, but holding it down, that's a completely different issue. Luckily for them, though, there's not a whole lot of utility coming their way, but they've already lost Pepzor. Shine, is he going to be ready for it? Yes, he is. Catches also the booster, but not quite. There's very little HP on two of the members, and as long as they can get one of the healthier players out of the equation, this could be still a done deal for the two members. Heap trying to get ahead of the curve, but the only thing that curves into his brain is a bullet. Inters has not at all given up his position either. In the meantime, though, they're going to try and route towards Arches, and Baldi's ready, nearly at the point where he could have sprayed down two. But now they're in such a rocky place because their information's completely given up. JW's botched his shot. And the only one remaining line of defense on the CT side, he's fallen, so all of a sudden the CTs, they're in an awkward position, but at least they're on for the retake. 2-on-2. Heap, very low. They're going to be wanting to play the bait and switch setup.
This is a lovely setup. If they clear Shine here, I mean, I think Shine gets away with one all day long, but even if they clear it, they're not going to be expecting the second man there, and there we go. First kill found, untraded. I'm surprised they continued to give him the opportunity, but yeah, the point still stands. Modo, so many angles to clear, so many boxes that he could be behind, entertains the idea that he could be towards that church position, but yeah.
Ready with the flashes now. TSM, they've got a stack. They've got all the pieces in the right places. All they've got to do now is pull the trigger appropriately. Rushing through the smoke as well. They've got more reinforcers than they've ever had.
It's huge.
Made to take one out. AWP should be isolated. There it is, though. The M4 coming in. And Valde, his efforts through the smoke paying off. JW, however, spotted him. Head shown for just a second. He could be getting the drop, but he's looking for the AWP still. Moto's barrel spotted. He can bring it down to the 1v1. And now it's on for JW. All he's got to do is grab that bomb and get ready to planting. He might just get the third as well. Cypher winning the aim duel so far. Swings out, and there's the second headshot. JW's clutch denied. Makes sense why a lot of players are running it on the T side. Getting ready now for the pop. Oh my goodness. Moto's reaction time is looking so nutty. But what they need to watch out for is this B bomb site. Cypher, again in his favorite corner in the darkness. Enters, swings out. And that's Cypher to clean things up. TSM with 4.
just this superstar kid. Back on his days in Nexus, it was obvious that he had what it took to be an absolute rock star in the upper echelons of Counter-Strike, and yeah, you can just see it. His mechanics are unbelievable. Lovely early pick from Heap. That's the first time Cypher's got hyper-aggressive there in Banana, and he's punished for it.
Are they going to check for sandbags, though? Yes, they are. Valde is a little aggressive as well. The wide swing's just working so well in CS2 on average. Heap and Soppich quickly put Jack 6 feet under. And that's Eyeballer's running the show once again to contest the final round. And there's no saving this time around. Inters and Moto, they just have to throw themselves at it.
Yeah, Inferno's always been a bit of a save fest. The CT rotation, so awkward. It does mean that a lot of the time, you do just back away from the fight when you lose the bomb site. Scenarios like this, though, obviously last round of the half, they have to commit to it. Nice shot through the smoke on the site, but that is all we will see as he's finished. And
bringing their resources to A. Soppich up close. Doolies get a little awkward, but he does end up winning out. Swinging out from Boiler as well. He could be overwhelmed, but not before he finds a skull. Onto the A bomb site we go, and the rotations, they're brought on.
Does Valde escape in time, or does his head poke over the top? Oh, he still just walked right past him. The timings here are just impeccable.
No.
Cypher messy on the fight, but does come out on top. Crisp on the second, and Inters will finish off the job.
Getting ready to pop out of apartments now, though, Josh, and it's all about waiting for that smoke.
Fast play in, Jax. Overwhelming with the Mac 10, but a quick trade from Pepsor back and forth as JW follows up with another. Pepsor, he doesn't even pull the trigger. Spots one and says hello, and then just pokes himself back around again. Crossfires are good.
Damage.
JW 1 for 1. And a 2v2. Look at Valde's position. This could be everything.
Yeah, Pepsor sort of had that as a thought in the back of his mind, but what he didn't know was that he's going to have a bullet in the back of his brain. Heap. Now on for the 1-on-2. Could be able to isolate the apartments player, but the problem is that the player with the bomb, he still has this idea that Heap is watching for the crossover, so gonna spend a little bit of time here. Valde swings out wide, and quick smoke to Coffin signifies their presence, and they want to slowly scale into it. The bomb leading up front and center as well. There's the push, but it's a little mistimed with the flashbang. Molotov's gonna buy Soppich a little bit of time, but the smoke certainly means that they will be crossing very soon. They've used up all of their utility for the most part. Soppich swinging out, traded as well. Pepsor with the second. And Jax in a 1-on-2 now has to try and hold them off with 50 seconds.
Continuing to beep away. JW and Pepsor, so many angles to clear. At this point, they should be fairly aware that Jax is over towards the Coffin's area, and there we go. JW.
For it, they're going to go straight through the Molotov. Cypher, he's already halfway into the bomb site, and the rotations have been brought forward. It's Shine's responsibility to at least find one, and he does, but he's fallen. On for the 3-on-4 now, and before they can even get the plant down, Soppich wants to get into position to try and deny. That's Valde. Quick tap of the bomb, trying to incentivize the CTs into pushing. The top edge being very careful. Great shot onto Moto's head. And Inters, he's going to feel a little lonely.
Really good at adapting to what went wrong, right? They've come out of, a couple of round losses and said, starting to just take a back foot. Cypher does take a bit of damage from the molly. They'll hear those sound cues from the swing from Pepsor. Perfect. Sapech going to be able to follow up. And there's a 4K spray down. I mean, cutting his mind, but here comes the execution. Jax a little bit scrappy on the fight towards Pit, but it's okay. It's enough of a distraction that they will have all eyes on the bomb site, and the secondary man can come in with the frags. Heap all left alone. The trades are good.
If he can find the first kill in Graveyard, then we can start talking. That's it. That's that could have been in the info, but Heap is narrowly evading. Death tries to flick over to Graveyard, but
stepped up with the big guns around him. Modo posted on this sniper. Flash will get him off the angle. Gives Heap a bit of space to try and get aggressive there towards Banana as well, which he absolutely will, and it worked beautifully. JW's aggression will pay off nicely too. Big kill into the secondary apartments. 12-10 and a 2-man advantage. Surely the Eyeballers close the door here. Ooh.
JW takes a headshot, but provides a response that is just...
Eyeballers playing this to perfection, knowing that If Shine takes the contact and doesn't win his first fight, then the secondary swing will come through and trade at the very least. It will leave it down to a 1v3. Will get cleared. Big kill, but lined up for Heat. There you go. Just the configuration perfectly unfolds. And
poking around on middle. Playing this pistol around. Not with a rush or anything of that sort, but playing a bit of a spread out setup here over on middle. Oh my goodness, that was a nasty shot from Pepsor. And if they can isolate this long player, then hey, we've got a shot at equalizing the numbers, and they do.
And he'll drop Shine. Smoke's going to hit him. I'm not sure if that leaves a little gap. It doesn't matter. Cypher still crisp. And a round that didn't start off all too well for TSM has recovered beautifully. C4 is going to go down. A 3 versus 1. Heap, of course, nothing to lose other than these dualies, so he is going to pressure for it. But the likelihood of him actually pulling this together is pretty slim. They're playing a very nice configuration. He's unable to sniff out any of them, and he's going to walk right into a cross.
Divider smoke isn't going to be disincentivizing vLADOPARD at all, neither Cypher, because they've already passed it. And I'm not sure why Pepsor sticks around for as long as he does. JW, isolated now. He's the only remaining defender here, but he's found one. Maybe he can get a little bit more on top of that, but no more change will be allowed. It's just going to be Sopech and Shine getting ready to push in. Moto's had spotted. Could be the double, but Inters denies. Shine, all he's got to do is find a couple more shots because there's very little HP on the other two. He's already found the first. vLADOPARD receding into long. Gave off a footstep, but Shine wasn't close enough to try and hear it. Smoke on top of the bomb certainly makes vLADOPARD second guess his positioning, but as soon as he hears the footsteps, he's going to be comfortable. Shine still kind of at a loss, not sure.
Oh, his foot!
Yeah.
JW playing behind this smoke, but they know that the brunt of the firefight is going to be taking place on long. Shadows seen as they come around the corner, but it's the T's that come out on top in all the fights. He only good for one, but Modo just entering with the big green. And just like that, they crack it open.
Honestly, that configuration to me is just a big question mark.
But they're going to be up against the rifles. Laid into the connector door. Heat peeking. Isolate the first, transfer onto the second. That's a gorgeous way to start the round.
Yeah, with Shine finding a stray bullet in the back of Jax. This pretty much seals the deal for the round, unless we can see some crazy heroics here. No. Only a singular kill being found by Inters, and I think eyeballers are starting to kick up some dust now. Slowly scaling a banana. Cypher, he's given up his position courtesy of the audio cue, but that's the player on Dice. Now there's just one remaining to try and hold it off. The one player in truck who's trying to make his presence unknown, but a little too quick here from Cypher.
That's the bomb as well. No, it's done. It's done. They need to just stop fighting. What is happening? Heaps just dropped the bomb, top con, with 12 seconds left. All they have to do is stay alive, right? And instead, they just keep forcing the issue. They keep...
Does Pepsor miss those shots just because he's running around? Like, he had the crosshair on. Oh, getting a little messy here. Jax, as he moves in, he's going to fall. But Inters is going to be such a big problem for the CTs here.
He's keeping another 1v2. I mean... Last time around, he had the time on his side, right? Now he's got to try and play for this. C4 ticking. vLADOPARD just on that Tech 9. And he finds the first, transfers onto the second in the smoke as well. He knows that he's around here somewhere. If he takes the duel, he surely has the advantage. But oh, that is well played from vLADOPARD.
Really good boost from eyeballers. Could have found the drop, but this MAC-10 will overrule Sopech. Now it's his responsibility to hold down short, but he's going to fall short of it. Heap, once again, AWP. And this is one of those positions where he doesn't even want to go for it, man. Like, what's the point, right?
That's going to wrap a nice bow on things for TSM. At least secure them the half win. Maybe a chance for them to extend that number further.
Heap, creep into connector, but the brunt of the action is coming all the way into Monster. They're not pulling any stops. This is just a straight onslaught on to B. vLADOPARD burning a player to a crisp, and Pepsor adds another to the tally. Now, that's just TSM overruling, honestly. There's like nothing you can say about it. JW, trying to at least keep their numbers honest, at least make sure the exits are going to be there, but...
Ooh, 1 HP!
Yeah, that is as close as it can literally get. Because there's all these like sort of little vertical angles that the bomb can still get you in. Oh, it's the Glock. The Glock to end it. Only a bit of damage on Shine, and he's waiting for the smoke to fade. They're going to be expecting him, though. That's 2, 3. Oh, that's really good from Soppich and Shine. But they are going to get intercepted by Inters himself. That's the B bomb side being given up. But that's also the bomb being on the outside. Shine has full control of it.
Yeah, they know that Shine is here, and they've got some time to try and eliminate him. The issue is that JW is kind of miles away from the equation. Finally, will get into position, but he's going to walk with his back turned right into Inters. That is disastrous. Come on, Inters still thinks he's over towards the left-hand side. And with 15 seconds left, he's going to press forward. Shine gets the timing on the peak, and it's perfect. Eyeballers will make it.
Getting ready for the pop now on B, though. Smoke and flash combo. Soppich is the first one to move in. It's Pepsor, however, that gets the opening frag. They're struggling trying to find the CT in water, and Jax awkwardly survives for a little bit longer, but it is going to be the T-side eyeballers that come out on top. Cypher, great kill through the smoke, might be able to find the short player as well. Double swing allows for them to stay alive for a little bit longer. Shadow betrays. Cypher trying to find 2 duels, but it's simply... Soppich just continues to progress into A. He's found out that A could be potentially clear. He's hearing the connector rotation as well. And now he's going to be there in the back lines, but he needs to be there in time if he wants to be useful. vLADOPARD trigger discipline is great. JWP responds on the other side. And all of a sudden, this ace site is under control. Soppich's repositioning has been fantastic.
He's got the bomb, so can't pursue it. Can't hunt for the kill. Cypher will draw first blood on the site itself. And now a 4v2, but not for long. JW with another.
Yeah, honestly, really clean stuff from TSM. Just done an incredible job at keeping things at bay on the ace site. Are they going to expect a second one, though? That's the big question. Ooh. Shadow, however, prepares Moto for the second
but the B-side's free.
Yeah.
Look at it. They've all rotated. There's only the player towards CT. He'll be dealt with. And now, a 3v3 and a retake needed for the CTs.
The problem is that the first rotation, Inters, is also going to be very low on HP, so it's not impossible for eyeballers to get the early advantage. Moto spots the head. Beautiful work. Already on for the 3K. Might I say ace, potentially, if he can become even more impactful. Smoke getting ready to fade now as a player creeps up. Shine, he doesn't have a whole lot of HP, so he's got to be very quick on the trigger. However, these shadows are not being very faithful to the T side, and Inters will... Moto, however, has to back off. So they simply don't have the space. Shine recovering the AK, wanting to swing out, caught by the AWP. Heap and JW, they're in awkward spots because as soon as they peek out, they should be overwhelmed by the AWP. Now, there is a player tucked into the corner. Heap could go big. He's got the deagle, and Moto's trying to switch over to the AK. It's getting a little awkward as they try to move forward. But JW is now in position, and that's the spray down to get both.
Still a lot to be done. Cypher, it's just given a freebie.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Soppich tries... Okay, Cypher. Quick unplug of the mouse very quickly, please. We gotta check your equipment.
Ooh.
Keep creeping forward. If he can find Jax, they can even isolate the AWP. I think he just spotted Pepsor. No, it ends up being the healthier player that falls. 11-9, TSM. As soon as he comes out of connector, maybe we can see a party happen. Moto up close, however. Soppich peeks out. Oh, that's a beautiful shot onto Moto, who is 2 tunnel vision onto the connector player. And now they don't even have to commit. They can just wait out for the rotations from Jax or Inters, because they're certainly going to want to divide it a little bit further. But now the monster push is starting to ensue. Inters being the first line of defense with a great flashbang, but that flashbang doesn't stop the short players. And Jax is tucked into a corner to try and surprise, but Cypher, he's going to be left on an island.
AWP could certainly do some damage in the right hand. That'll be dropped over to Modo.
Yeah, instigate the A bomb site because of the presence of the AWP, but it's also hard for the CTs to stick around. Moto, though, he's been such an effort and a half. Pepsor, how the hell did you get here? That's the kill for him. Can he get more off the back of it? How is JW doing the damage that he is? Smoke to allow him mobility, and now he's on for the clutch. He's looking for something. Knows there's a player in truck, just heard the audio cue on bank as well. Is a shadow going to provide him with any information? Think he's out here for no scopes, looking for vLADOPARD. Shadow will betray, and that's it. That's the overtime.
Certainly on the cards. Big kill from Jax.
Yeah, double entry certainly secures it.
That's awkward. That's going to be the round, surely. Okay, maybe. A spanner in the works added by the HG. A slam dunk onto the bomb site.
Yeah, it's only a 2v3, so this is definitely possible.
Oh, wow. Well, this round flips on its head. Zapek now with the 2v1 to try and pull off. As he dances around this smoke, bomb, 2/3 tick. Cypher will just catch him. No trouble at all. I'm not sure where it comes from, because it doesn't come up in the kill feed, but does God's work. Zapek needs this one, does find it. A little bit messy, gets him down to 3 HP in the process. Up against the orb!
What a
You'd
shot!
expect him to win it, Modo. That's unreal.
Yeah, I can't believe he's ready for it. Now they're going to be scaling on to the B site. vLADOPARD tucked into the corner. If they try to plant the bomb, vLADOPARD will certainly put him down. Oh my god, Moto's just farming them. Two defenders remaining. Shine going for quick jump spots, quick nade. He does have a little bit of time bought for him, but he does get overwhelmed eventually. There's still a player in barrel that they're trying to find. Shine, a couple of shots to the hip will certainly mean his demise. They're going to be on for the 3-on-4 retake. Pepsor trying to cheat the time, but will he be able to cheat death? Yes! Just for a bit longer as they start going for the plant. Moto, he's got to do God's work here. He's done it before, and he's got to keep applying the pressure. Heap. Moto's been put in the graveyard now. JW moving in. Jax denies anything from Monster. Pepsor allowed to transgress further and gets the second kill as JW wraps up the first. 14-14, and Eyeballers, they are not. Now he's just going to be holding the angle, knows where the upper is, hits the leg shot, but now he's got to back off. Tries to re-peek with the nade, but he's going to be caught out by vLADOPARD. Pepsor, the only defender remaining on the A site, has to do God's work. He has to try and delay just long enough for his teammates to get into position. Nade's coming through! Great collateral! And I think he might get even more. No, Cypher denies. Knows there's a player on truck, and this 2v2 is about to get chaotic. Nade brings Stoppage down to 4 points of health, but Shine coming in with the AUG makes life hell. Moto has to find 2 duels, tries to chase down the bank player. Quick attempt at the tap of the bomb, but he misses, and Stoppage will put him down. Eyeballers, they're scaling their efforts back. They're taking it all the way to be short. JW. Yeah, I thought Heap was going to be the first one to circle around, but JW, he's got full information, and now TSM, they're pressured to move into B.
Yeah, look how fast these rotations are as well. Zapek and Pepsor already on their way, and they'll be posted before the T's get into position. Really nice off angle from Shine, will be traded, but Modo already dropped. Heap follows up with another. Should be a clean one for Pepsor. No, actually whiffs it. But Heap again on the flank, causing so many issues. They should be able to deny this plant. They will, and that should be the penultimate nail in the coffin. Jax fighting his way out of this is going to be a whole lot harder, and it's not going to happen. He'll drop. The round goes the way of the Eyeballers, as does the series. Just beautiful stuff from the Swedes. The underdogs, by the way. Actually by a decent margin as well, according to our bookies. And they pull it off.